I was standing at the hotel lobby, watching the busy street outside, when I realized something strange. I thought he loved me. I truly believed it, right until that summer day. But the truth, as I would learn in the next few days, was completely different. I'm Clara, and this is the most surprising story of my life, and how I learned some very important English phrases at a hotel. If you're here to improve your English and like real-life stories, make sure to listen until the end and practice with me. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories and English conversations. So, let's begin. Arriving at the Bayside Hotel. When I stepped out of the taxi, the salty sea air touched my face. My suitcase rolled behind me as I walked into the Bayside Hotel. It was a tall, white building with blue windows and a huge golden sign. For months, my friend Lucas and I had planned this vacation together. At the front desk, a woman smiled. Her name tag read Isabel. She spoke clearly. "Good afternoon. Welcome to Bayside Hotel. How can I help you?" Suddenly, I felt a little shy. My English wasn't perfect, but I wanted to try. I said, "Hello, I have a reservation. The name is Clara Green." She checked her computer and nodded. "Yes, I see your reservation here. May I see your ID, please?" I handed her my passport and smiled. She continued, "How many nights will you be staying?" 5 nights, I replied. "Together with my friend. Is breakfast included?" "Yes, breakfast is from 7 to 10 a.m. in the dining area on the ground floor." While Isabel printed our room cards, I looked around. There were paintings of the sea on the walls and a large map of the town. A bellhop stood at the entrance, helping families with their bags. As I waited, Lucas came in with his guitar on his back. He wore a big smile and waved at me. "Clara, isn't this amazing?" he said in English. "The hotel is even more beautiful than in the pictures." "Yes," I replied. "I can't wait to see our room." Isabel handed me the keys. "You are in room 407. Here's your key. If you need extra pillows or blankets, just call the front desk. We also have a gym on the 2nd floor, open 24 hours. Meeting Lucas. My belief. Let me tell you a little bit about Lucas. I met him at an English class in my city. He was kind, funny, and always helped me practice new words. We became friends quickly and talked every day online. I thought he really cared about me. Sometimes I wondered if he even loved me. So when he invited me to travel to the seaside, I was both excited and nervous. In my heart, I believed we would spend an unforgettable time together. If you think you know where this story will go, keep watching. There are surprises ahead. Checking into our hotel room. The elevator doors opened, and we walked down the hall to our room. I slid the card into the lock, and a tiny green light flashed. Our room was sunny and had a big window overlooking the sparkling sea. I could see boats floating and people swimming at the beach. Lucas jumped onto the sofa. "Perfect!" he said. I opened the balcony door, and the fresh breeze filled the room. For a moment, I forgot about everything except the happiness of arriving. I turned to Lucas. "I can't wait to explore the town. But first, let's check the room. Is everything okay?" I noticed there were only 2 towels. I called the front desk in English. "Hello, this is room 407. Could we have one more towel, please?" The polite voice answered, "Of course, Someone will bring it soon. This was my first time using English like this in a real hotel. I was proud of myself. Our first evening. Planning our adventure. That first evening, we walked along the beach, watched the sunset, and stopped at a small cafe for seafood. We laughed about funny stories from our English class. That night, I asked Lucas, "What should we do tomorrow?" He replied, "Let's visit the lighthouse and maybe take a bus tour to see the local sights." Back at the hotel, I asked the receptionist, "Excuse me, is there a tour bus that goes to the famous beauty spots?" She smiled. "Yes, a bus leaves every morning at 7 a.m. You need to book your seat in advance. How many seats do you need?" "2 seats, please," I said. She typed quickly, "You're booked. The bus will pick you up at the hotel entrance." Lucas gave me a thumbs up. "Nice job, Clara. Your English is getting better every day." I felt happy and confident. If you ever travel to another country, don't be afraid to use your English. Even simple phrases can help you a lot. And remember, you can always ask for help if you don't understand something. Trouble with the air conditioner. Our first night was wonderful, but in the morning, something was wrong. The air in our room felt heavy and warm. The air conditioner was not working. Lucas looked uncomfortable. "It's getting too hot in here. I didn't sleep well." I decided to speak to the front desk. I picked up the phone and said, "Hello, this is Clara from room 407. Our air conditioner isn't working. Can you help us?" The receptionist replied, "I'm sorry to hear that. I will send someone to check it right away." Soon, a man in a blue uniform came to our room. He opened the air conditioner, looked inside and said, "It will work in a few minutes." He explained, "Sometimes the filter gets dusty. If there are any more problems, please call us again." As he left, he smiled kindly. I noticed it felt cooler and more comfortable after a few minutes. Lucas stretched out on the bed. "Thank you, Clara. I'm so bad at these things." I laughed. "You help me with English, and I help you with hotel problems." Breakfast and new plans. Next morning, we went down to the dining area for breakfast. There were eggs, toast, fruit, and fresh coffee. The hotel staff moved quickly between the tables, asking, "Would you like more juice? Is your coffee okay?" We talked about the tour we would join. I was excited, but Lucas looked distracted. I asked, "Is something wrong?" He shook his head. "No, I'm just tired." We walked to the lobby and waited for the tour bus. Other guests were talking, some in English, some in other languages. I heard a couple discussing their plans. They sounded happy. I wondered if they were boyfriend and girlfriend too. The tour bus arrived. The guide spoke English and told us about the history of the town. We took photos, visited the old lighthouse, and ate ice cream near the market. But all day, I felt Lucas was a little distant. He smiled, but also checked his phone often. If you have ever traveled with a friend or someone you like, you might know this feeling. Happiness mixed with a bit of worry. A strange change. Back at the hotel, Lucas said, "I need to make a call. Can you go to dinner without me tonight?" I was surprised, but I nodded. "Of course. Are you okay?" He smiled weakly. "I just need to talk to my family." So I went to the hotel restaurant alone. I ordered pasta and a salad and tried to read a book. I watched families and couples laughing together. It felt strange. When I finished dinner, I saw Lucas outside on his phone, looking worried. As I walked up, he put the phone away and smiled. "Sorry, Clara. My sister is having some problems at home and I need to help her. I might leave a day early." Something about his tone didn't feel right, but I didn't want to ask more. Unexpected problems. That night, it was hard to sleep. I kept thinking about Lucas and his strange mood. Was something wrong? Did I make a mistake coming here? Early in the morning, I heard someone knocking at the door. Lucas opened it. It was a hotel staff member. "Excuse me, your friend Lucas has a visitor in the reception," she said in polite English. Lucas went pale. He brushed his hair back and left the room. I waited alone, feeling nervous. After an hour, Lucas returned and quickly started packing his bag. I finally asked, "Are you really leaving because of your family?" He didn't look at me. "No, Clara. I need to be honest. There's someone else here in town. I thought I could spend time with both of you, but it's not right." My heart stopped for a moment. "Someone else? What do you mean?" He looked guilty. "Her name is Emma. I used to date her before I met you. She came to this town to meet me unexpectedly. I'm sorry for not telling you." I felt shocked and stupid. All my dreams for this holiday disappeared in 1 second. Realizing the truth, I sat on the edge of the bed, feeling hurt. The sea was still shining outside, but I didn't care anymore. Lucas finished packing and said, "I'm sorry, Clara. I really enjoyed talking to you and spending time with you, but my feelings are confused now. I don't want to hurt you more." He handed back his room key and left quickly. After the door closed, I cried quietly. For a long time, I thought he loved me. I trusted his messages and smiles. But sometimes, people are not as honest as we hope. Getting support from hotel staff. Later that morning, I went to the lobby to check out an earlier tour. The receptionist, Isabel, noticed my red eyes. She asked gently, "Is everything okay, Miss Green? You look upset." I tried to smile. "I'm just having a hard day." She nodded. "If you need to talk, or if you want to change rooms, just let me know. We care about all our guests." Her kind voice helped a little. I decided to be strong. I took a deep breath and said, "Thank you. Can I book a massage at the spa today?" She replied, "Of course. The spa is on the 3rd floor. Would you like a facial or massage?" "A massage, please. I need to relax." She made the booking and I thanked her. Exploring and finding myself. That day, I went for a long walk by myself along the sea. I watched the waves and thought about everything that had happened. Maybe this was a lesson. I realized that I could be happy on my own as well. I started using my English more confidently. I talked with hotel staff, asked about restaurants, even checked if there were any sightseeing tours for solo travelers. It was scary at first, but each time I spoke English, it felt easier. If you are ever alone in a foreign country, don't be afraid. There are always people who will help you. And practicing English in real life is the best way to learn. Solving more hotel problems. The next morning, I found that the TV remote didn't work. Instead of just feeling sad, I decided to fix the problem myself. I called the front desk. Hello, this is Clara Green in room 407. My TV remote control is not working. Could you send someone to check it, please? The receptionist answered, Yes, Miss Green. I will send a technician. Someone will come to your room in a few minutes. A young woman in a uniform arrived, checked the remote, and replaced the batteries. She said, Now it should work. I thanked her and felt proud for handling another situation in English. Even small conversations like this help improve your confidence. Time to check out. At the end of my stay, it was time to check out. I packed my suitcase and went downstairs. Isabel greeted me again. Did you enjoy your stay, Miss Green? I smiled. Yes, the staff was very kind even when I had problems. But I have one suggestion. The Wi-Fi was a little weak in my room. She typed on her computer. Thank you for your feedback. We will work to improve that. She printed my bill. Your total is $450. How would you like to pay? I replied, By credit card, please. She handed me the receipt. Is there anything else I can help you with? I shook my head. No, thank you. I feel a little sad, but I learned a lot here. She said kindly, We hope to see you again, and I hope your next trip is happier. What I learned. In these 5 days, I realized something important. I thought Lucas loved me, but the truth was different. However, I also learned that I am stronger than I thought. I learned to ask for help, to speak English in real situations, and to find support when I needed it. Now, I look back and smile. My first real holiday alone, solved with many hotel conversations. I feel more confident, not just in my English, but in myself. If you have ever felt heartbroken or disappointed, remember, you will always learn something new about yourself, and you will discover that you are never truly alone. Shadowing practice. Now let's practice some useful English sentences together. Listen and repeat after me. This will help your pronunciation and speaking skills. 1. Hello, I have a reservation. The name is Clara Green. 2. Can I have an extra towel, please? 3. Our air conditioner isn't working. Can you help us? 4. Could I book a seat for the sightseeing tour, please? 5. I would like to check out. Can I pay by credit card? 6. Thank you for your help. I enjoyed my stay. Repeat these sentences with me until you feel comfortable. Remember, speaking out loud helps your brain remember new phrases. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this story. If you enjoyed it or learned something, please like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more stories and English practice. Share your own travel stories or problems you have solved using English. I love reading your comments. Remember, every new experience is a chance to learn and grow. Stay curious, keep practicing, and see you in the next story. Goodbye.